Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video, new season on my YouTube channel. Glad to see you. Guys, this video, as you can see, is about ADA SUPERJET filters, and there is a controversy. They're known to be loud and overpriced, but at the same time, they have a ton of benefits like pros, and this is what I want to talk about in this video. Before we start, I have to let you know this video is sponsored by ADA, but in no way that is going to influence my opinion. In fact, this one here, the ES300, I've been using myself for like 2 years. I bought it for my own money and I know these filters, guys. And make sure to stay until the end of this video because we have a little giveaway. This brand new book from ADA. It's about the design philosophy, all the products, lots of valuable content in here. I'm gonna tell you at the end of the video how you can get one of these. Guys, as I said in the beginning, there is the controversy out there that these filters are known to be loud and expensive or like kind of overpriced. I personally have a different experience on it, and my experience is 2 years using this ES300, and in this video I would like to show you why it might be worth doing the investment on these filters. So first of all, let's start with the build quality. I mean, if you look at these guys here, the big ones especially, they are made of stainless steel and the quality is just amazing. I think you have to see them in person to feel the quality, how they're built. You know, it's like with everything that's kind of expensive, and it is also maybe one of the downsides that not many shops have them on display, and I think one who is going to make an investment really needs to experience them in person, to get a demo, to touch them, to open them, look inside and really feel the quality of the filters. Second pro argument for the filters is the power, you know, the sheer power of the pump. The pumps are sitting on top of the filters. They are on the big models, they are the Iwaki pumps. They are known to be super powerful, and no matter how long you run the filter, the flow hardly gets any slower or anything. So these pumps, they work like magic. I know with other filters you have this cleaning process, you need to have it more often. So they are really powerful pumps, and yeah, you need a good flow in your aquascape. Next, let's talk about the filter capacity. A lot of filters, you see the size of the filter, but what you don't see is what is actually inside the body of the filter. There is the pump, there is a lot of mechanical connectors, disconnectors, they have a ton of chambers, they have baskets, and everything is kind of stealing the capacity for the filtration media. If you look at the SUPERJET filters, they literally are pure filter volume. Like how much you see here, this is how much filtration media you can get inside. There is a little divider on the bottom and on the top that kind of prevents the water to get into the pump itself, but that's like minimum. And along with the filter capacity comes another benefit of these filters. They don't have any baskets inside, which means the water is forced to go through the filtration media. So, you know, with baskets in normal filters, they create some sort of weird I don't know, like water movement. Water goes up and down through all the chambers, all the baskets. In here, because the entire filter is filled with filter media, the water is literally pressed through the entire column of filter media, which in first place kind of guarantees an equal filtration because the entire filter material is used, not just parts of it where is the most flow. And secondly, it doesn't get clogged that quickly because all the dirt kind of is collected evenly over the entire space of the filter. So beside all this positive aspect, we have to consider what is included in the package for the price that you pay for these filters. And this is something you really have to take into consideration when you're just not looking at the filter as it is, but it's also the filtration media that goes inside. It is the tubing that you get together with the filter, it is the lily pipes, and in some cases there is also some accessories included. So if we take this filter as an example, it is fully filled with active carbon, which you guys know is really good at the beginning of an airy aquascape. That just helps to get a lot of stuff out of the water and just makes it a lot easier to cycle a new tank. This of course needs to be replaced long term with biological filtration media, but you already get the ton of active carbon in the beginning. If you take it in comparison with other brand filters, if you would buy the same amount of active carbon, that adds on top of the price. And not all filters come already like pre-equipped with perfect filter media. From what I know, most don't do it. They just have filler material that's super cheap, or it's just mechanical like a sponge or something. The big boys over here that are fully filled with BioRio, that's just because the size of BioRio that goes with the big filters is a size that is not commercially available, so that's why they're already fully filled with biological filter media, which is BioRio. And yeah, that saves you a lot of money. And in case of these big filters, the ES 1200 and the 2400, they're fully filled, like literally top to bottom, with biological filtration media, which is in case of ADA BioRio. BioRio, the biological filtration, works really well. A ton of filter bacteria can settle in, and you have to take it into consideration that material provided within this filter costs a lot of money that you otherwise would have to buy for any other filter. So I don't know any brand on the market from the big brands that has that much biological filtration media coming already with a filter, and it's just the price that adds on top of the other filters. Like most aquascapers, I use myself clear hose and lily pipes on the filters. With any other filter brand, I have to buy the clear hose and the lily pipes separately. So that is again additional cost I have to take into consideration when choosing the right filter, or that simply kind of adds value to the SUPERJET filter itself, because they already come with a clear hose, which is very nice quality and is a lot better than the cheap brand translucent silicone tubing. And also the lily pipes, they're high quality ADA glass lily pipes. Yeah, they already come with a filter as well. And with the small filters, which is kind of really cool and is very new, they already come even with a spring brush included, just to make sure you have the right tool to clean the outflow of the filter, to get through the very thin tubing, and also to clean the very delicate and thin lily pipe that comes with a small filter. So a first aquascaping tool is even included in the package. And to address the issue with the noise, you have the version 2 ES 150, and the pump is already a lot more silent. The ES 300 is also already available in the version 2. And before we get to the end of this video, there is something I would like to address. I was reading a magazine, it was I think Aqua Journal, which was addressing, you know, the filters and the values of them, and it was something really interesting that I picked up there. I don't know how true it is, it might be a little bit homeopathic, but because the filter pumps are outside of the body of the filter, you know, the pump, it is magnetic pumps, and they create some sort of micro vibrations, and they can have a negative effect on the filtration media. But because these filters, they have the pump outside the body, this negative effect can be kind of, I don't know, eliminated. So I don't know if that's true, but just trying to mention it here for you guys. And last but not least, these filters, they keep the resale value because there are just so little of them on the market. And I would like to compare it with, you know, like Apple stuff, iPhones, MacBooks, you know, like 5-10 years ago, before Apple was mainstream, you could literally resell a MacBook for, you know, just a little bit less than you paid for it. And the same thing is with these filters. They keep the value a lot better than compared to their plastic siblings. Now that you know the pros and cons of the SUPERJET filters, I'm really curious to know your opinion about them. My personal opinion is they are worth it. Like, for example, this bad boy here, I know the investment is quite big, but it's gonna last a lifelong, and imagine your kids using it after you. Guys, let me know your opinion. With a little bit of luck, you can win one of these ADA books, so just leave a comment down below and hit the like button, subscribe, smash it if you haven't done so yet, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.